reflecting on what's happened in the last year, where we've come from, and maybe a little bit where we're going as well. Some horses here trying to get involved. Hello, this vlog will be going out on Boxing Day, so very Merry Christmas for yesterday. Hope you had a wonderful time. As you can see, Father Christmas didn't come and get me a haircut or anything. I've come out today, like loads of people will have done on Boxing Day, for a walk by the canal. I think that with New Year next week, it's a time for resolutions, time for reflecting. And I thought, coming down the canal, I can probably reflect about my last year vlogging, but also try and get some nice reflections of the canal, of different things, maybe that last bit of autumn in the reflections of the water itself. It's a lovely day. I wasn't going to come out today because I absolutely smashed it down this morning. There was so much water running down the street, it was absolutely throwing it down. But then this afternoon, it's come out absolutely lovely. Sunshine over my shoulder, lovely time to be out. Let's try and get some reflections. I've seen a couple of nice shots already, but I'm going to come back to them because I parked at the bottom end like I did last time. I'm going to walk as far as I can be bothered or intend to go today, and then retrace my steps and get some shots on the way back. But I think the canal, there's a little bit of wind and the canal is moving slightly, the water's moving slightly. So I think that I'll have to use a slightly long exposure, not too long, just to smooth that water out and get a really nice reflection into the water. I've seen a few bits of nice trees. I've gone past a bridge where the arch of the bridge will then reflect into the water and sort of make a circle, which I think is quite a nice idea. But I'm just literally just having a walk, seeing what jumps out at me. Primary focus is to have a nice walk. Secondary focus, if I find anything, take some pictures. Third, and probably most importantly, just reflect. Right, I think I've come as far as I'm going to come. As lovely as that bridge is, the path's getting really boggy, and I'm in an old pair of trainers with holes in. Two people that were walking ahead of me who were wearing walking boots have turned back just because it's getting a bit horrible. But I'm sure that shot will be lovely. The thing is, there's a bridge further down the canal that I think I prefer actually. So I'm going to go back to that. Nice walk. I've come past all the moorings. And some nice, the sun is just tinging, just tingling different bits, like these trees and stuff are beautiful. But yeah, I'm going to head back to I think the place where let me jump over this. I think the place where I've been, where I've shot at before on that other vlog, is better than up here really. This bit's really nice and quiet. You've come past the moorings, but there's just loads of canal boats all over the place. And this is quite peaceful. But I think the actual locks and the bridge that I mentioned, I think they're going to provide better photographic opportunities. So let's go back there. Okay, so I've come back to where I was happy, basically, where I've been before and where I'd seen the shots on the way up to the top. Just come back just past the pub, and I'm at this first lock after the pub. On the way up, really I should have got this shot at the time because the sun was out. The sun's sort of disappearing now, even though we're about 2 hours away from sunset. It's disappearing behind the clouds and everything's getting a bit dark and dismal. Basically, I'm shooting these steps which come down into the water, and I've got it so they're in the top half of the shot and the reflection is in the bottom half of the shot. Really quite simple shot. Just make sure it's all quite symmetrical, and then I'm going to hit that shutter button. Right, I'm shooting at f11 ISO 100 and about an 1/8 of a second I think I'll set it at. Quite a symmetrical shot with the wall, with the banking side concrete blocking of the canal, cutting the shot in two, with the ladder going upwards and the reflection going downwards. I'm just going to take one more because the sky keeps changing. I'm capturing quite a bit of the sky. I've pulled out slightly to about 35mm. I've got one closer in, probably about 50-ish. But the sky keeps changing, so I'm just going to sit here and take a couple of shots. So whichever shot I choose, I've got a few of them. I'll put it up now for you. I've just stopped at the bridge and got a shot from this side, which looks okay. It's kind of what I'd imagined in my head. But I think I'm going to go onto this side of the canal instead, just to see if it offers a better shot. I think it might. I think I might be able to get a little bit closer and just create a bit of a better shot. Definitely a much better shot from this side. I've got more water to play with because this ledge where I'm standing here, it stops, so I can get a bit more water. The circle that's created, it's a bit more of a full circle. The only thing I don't particularly like is that there's some reeds and stuff on this side. Oh, gutted. I stopped filming them because some people were walking over the bridge and I thought I could get them in the shot, but then they crossed onto the other side, so I couldn't actually get them into the shot, but never mind. I've focused on the white of the bridge, the painted archway, which then goes into the water as a reflection and up into these reeds. I don't mind the reeds actually, it gives that element of nature a little bit more, rather than it being completely man-made. Then people are walking through now, that might, let's take a couple of shots as they go through. Adding these people in not only gives it a bit of perspective, but it also gives it another element, and actually another reflection, because they're reflecting quite well in the water up there. Quite happy with this shot. If I don't get any other shot today, which I don't think I will actually, because the sun's pretty quickly disappearing, and yeah, I'm running out of time, but happy with this shot. I'll put it up now for you. I'd just like to thank you for being with me this year. This is the sort of me and you reflection I was talking about. I've had my time reflecting on what's in my head, but I'd just like to thank you and just look back. I came here about 8 or 9 months ago and I had a handful of subscribers on the vlog. Now I've got over 650, which is, to me, absolutely ridiculous. I know there's people out there with tens of thousands of followers. However, the subscribers I have, you guys, you make it worth coming out every week. You make it uploading every week and editing and getting music and going through copyright issues and losing my wellies. But I wouldn't change it. It keeps me creative every week in, week out. It gives me something creative to do, which, not that my job doesn't allow that, it does. It's very same stuff every week. Whilst it is creative, it is repetitive, whereas this actually gives me time to go out, create something new every week, see a project through from beginning to end and upload it, which I really enjoy. And I'd still do it without a following and without 650 subscribers. If I had 6,050 subscribers or 600,000, I'd still do it. If I had 6, I'd still do it. And I think that's important for me to reflect on in my mind. The reason why I do this, the reason why I enjoy taking pictures, the reason why I enjoy creating videos about taking pictures and adventures and journeying and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks for being with me. I hope you really enjoyed your Christmas and your Boxing Day, and have a fantastic New Year's Day as well. But as I say, thanks for watching, thanks for being with me on this journey, and let's see what 2018 has in store for us all. Thanks, and I'll see you soon.